Hey everybody, how's it going? Jack Devine here. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Jacksnax. Today I'm going to show you this nice little picking exercise and also it's a fingering hand exercise as well. So your right and left hands are going to get a workout here, which is always nice when you can kind of serve two masters. So we're going to start with this kind of folky G chord shape, and we're going to play this up, down, up, slide. All right, and the left hand is going to be going through all the different triadic shapes that we need to memorize for G major. Okay, so you should, afterwards, you should definitely bring this up and work it in A major, okay? And you're going to have a hard time playing it in F sharp or F. That isn't going to be completely transferable to every key, but there's a lot of ground that's covered here, and you're going to need to know these shapes. So the left hand sounds of these different inversions, it's got to get it in your ear and under your fingers, okay? Right hand is highly systematic, okay? So it's going to be up, down, up, okay? Like that. So once we get that together, we can forget it, okay? But that double down thing is difficult for a lot of folks. It's not down away from the guitar, down again away. It's not up, down. It's up, down, through onto the D string. Not, but, okay? Up, down. Now we're gonna slide. So we're going 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, 3, 1. Okay, and once we hit this last third, the whole exercise can loop again. So that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, so that's really nice to be able to loop something against a metronome with an accent. Like that. And that is going to be great for getting your right hand and your left hand just memorizing those shapes. Okay, so that's going to be the E, A, and D string set, okay? Now let's bring it down a notch and we'll do the same thing. So same sounds, right? But just different locations on the neck. Right hand's gonna be the same too. So a lot of this is gonna sound the same, but again, if you don't wanna be dependent on being in a familiar part of the neck to play a sound that you already know the sound of, okay? So I don't want you to have to be here to play that. You should be able to play that here, just the same. I don't want you to have to be here. Ugh. All right, so let's try this, okay? We're gonna have up, down, okay? And we can do this with the ring finger again. One of the things that's nice about that, that E, A, and D string set is the ring finger stays constant. It's always on the low E, okay? Okay, and when you're playing through, I want you to try to articulate each note cleanly if you can. Hard, all right? I mean, to play it hard, fast, clean, loud, all that stuff, definitely can be a challenge, okay? So let's move on to the next string set, A, D, and G. I'm gonna use the same ring finger as my guide. So that's the same exact fingering that we did here, just here. Brighter sound, right? And then that string set actually has the benefit of being able to accompany two sets. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And then we can come up one voicing. Okay, so that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and come up to this one. Okay, so that is the octave of where we started. If you want to, you could play all four. then you'll forego the ability to loop it and have it start in the same spot. So pick 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So up, 1, 2, back, 1. Okay. So or I got confused. All right, so that's the first 2 string sets. Okay, so that's now it's time to get to the D, G, and B. Okay, and this we play out of a small E chord shape. A little fragment of that. We're gonna come up into a little C chord, partial C chord shape, and then up into an A or a part of a G chord shape. Okay, so that could be that A chord shape or the top part of the. Okay, so same pick pattern, right? Okay, and similarly, you can start it on the open, but how do you slide? It's kind of weird because you can't slide from the open string, right? So I don't teach it particularly. Okay, and now let's go down onto the D, B, and E string. Okay, so now this middle voicing gives people a hard time because they're not used to playing D chords like that. And I am guilty as charged. And I play that from time to time, but usually I play that. Okay, but rarely that. That's a bit of a pretzel bit. Okay, so you might want to practice just going back and forth between these first 2 a bunch. Or you can find a way to go where you slide up, kind of do a little sneak move with your index finger where you don't start on that B flat note, you start on the B natural. It's a lot. I think it's easier just to figure it out the right way. When I first came upon the system a while ago, I always was cheating in here, so don't cheat yourself now that you're learning. You can only learn it right once, you know? Okay, and then when you come here, you're going to be able to, you can end up here if you want to, or just go. Okay, and that's in G. Ultimately, you're going to want to move it up 2 frets or 1 fret and practice in, G sharp, A, B flat, all that jazz. And get familiar with all those different shapes and sounds. And all the while, your right hand already did all the work the very first time you learned how to do this. Okay, and that pattern is going to come in handy when you need to play other groups, but whatever, we can talk about that later. All right, so signing off from Bethany Beach, I'm Jack Devine, and thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of Jacksnax. I hope this stuff comes in handy for you. If it does, please leave word in the comments section below, or even better, share, like, and subscribe. I like subscriptions. All right, I'm almost at 1,000. Yay! I'm playing a game with my kids. They bet me I couldn't get 100, and now I'm going to show them. I'm almost at 1,000 now. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.